you listen to reason? Will you open your eyes?
Nick in Philadelphia.
Hi, Nick.
Hello, how are you doing? This is my first call, so I'm kind of nervous, but it's a real simple question.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, on your show, I've heard you guys say, and I could be wrong with quoting you guys, that knowledge is a subset of belief.
Yes.
Okay? And, and I've also heard Aaron Ross say in one of his videos, who I like very much, I like all you guys, that belief is a conviction. Okay? Now, my question is simply, if I were to say that I believe that there are aliens in this universe, meaning not aliens that have come to Earth, but just aliens somewhere in the universe, I don't know that, okay?
Right.
Okay.
But really, I really feel strongly about that, but if somebody were to say that they believe in God, they don't know that either, but for some reason, it seems to me, just arguing on the, playing theist advocate, that they would that argument. Do you see what I'm getting at? I'm trying to get a clarification why it is that you guys might say that if they believe something that they kind of know it's true and they're just asserting that belief. Do you see what I'm getting at? I'm just asking for a clarification as to the use of the words that you guys have used before.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't say it's true, but do you want to?
Well, I mean, when you say that you believe something, it doesn't mean that you don't have any reason. A lot of people have beliefs based on faulty information. A lot of people form beliefs based on, personal experiences. So there could be a lot of things that are informing a belief in something. Now, in order to get from belief to knowledge, it takes more information, more evidence, at least for most people, to claim knowledge of something. So,
let me put it this way: a lot of philosophers talk about knowledge as being justified true belief. So, for instance, I believe that 2 + 2 = 4, and in fact, 2 + 2 does equal 4, and I have good reason to believe 2 + 2 = 4. Now, that's a mathematical concept. When you enter things that have like a physicality, like I believe that Muhammad the cow is in front of me right now. I believe that Muhammad the cow is in front of me right now. I think we could probably agree that it's true that Muhammad is in front of me, and I have the evidence of my senses that's telling me that Muhammad is in front of me.
Yeah, of course.
But dealing with
as far as any reasonable sense of knowledge, we know that cow exists in front of you.
Right, but dealing with scientific facts, I mean, the one favorite example is Maxwell's demon, or to put it in more familiar terms, maybe we're all in the Matrix. Maybe the cow is actually a product of an elaborate virtual reality, and there's no cow in front of me. In that case, it would turn out that I didn't actually know that Muhammad was in front of me. There's always that tiny 0.00001% room for doubt somewhere. A lot of times when we talk about people knowing things, we say it colloquially, like we know that mass and energy can neither be created or destroyed, because that is one of the best confirmed scientific laws that we've discovered. It could still, with very, very tiny probability, turn out to be wrong, but we're pretty sure that we know that it's true. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I want to clarify my question a little bit, because it's kind of hard to explain, so I want to try to clarify it. In the past, I've heard people on the show say that, let's say I believed in God, okay? And then I would say that, I don't know, I know that God exists. I believe that God exists. Let's just say I believe that God exists.
Right.
But I don't know anything about God, and I don't know any of his traits or attributes. in the past, I've heard something on the show where, okay, you don't know enough about it, you don't know anything about God, then how can you believe something if you don't know it? If you you see what I'm saying? I've heard it's the kind of like the example where if somebody is just quoting a Bible verse because it doesn't reflect their ability to understand it, but they probably couldn't come up with that idea themselves. Something inspiring that they couldn't come up with themselves, but they're kind of quoting another source because it doesn't reflect their ability to understand it, but it just reflects an idea that they have. So in the same respect, they could believe in God, but their ability to know it, it's very hard to explain what I'm getting at, but
I should say that when people claim, wait, hold on, stop, hold it for a minute. I should say that when people claim to know that there's a God, what they generally mean is, I really, really, really believe it and nothing can change my mind. But that's not knowledge.
Now you're getting at what I'm trying to get at with the question. So if I say I believe that there are aliens, I really, really believe that there are aliens, I still don't know it, but yet for some reason that's perfectly acceptable because the universe is so big, there are so many chances for aliens to exist. I still don't know that they do, but yet somehow when somebody says that they believe in God, they believe it almost to the point of knowing it to them. Somehow it's not acceptable, and that's the slight disparity of words that I'm trying to get at. That's the question.
Well, no, I mean,
but my point is,
if you tell me that you really, really, really believe that aliens exist, my next question to you is the same as I would present to a theist who claimed that they really, really, really believe a God exists. What's your evidence? On what do you base that belief?
See, it's that justified thing in justified true belief that matters.
Okay, I kind of see where you're getting at. I just hope that you kind of understand the approach I was taking to my question, which is a little difficult for me to nail down in words. But do you kind of understand what I was getting at with my question, at least?
If we just answered it, then yes.
Okay.
But,
okay. I understand, but basically, like I could say that there's, somewhere in Andromeda Galaxy there's a life form there, but I don't know it. But I really believe it.
Well, then you don't know it.
Possibilities. So that's basically what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for your time.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Bye.